When I was getting dressed today, I was planning to go get my nails done. And I was listening to the time to Tiffany Montgomery, the Prepare for War sermon message that she has on YouTube. And when I was listening to it, I was just thinking I had to stop. And I often stop the video when she's speaking because she's just speaking truth. So as I was doing that, I thought of an incident that happened on Saturday, I think. My mom's friend, I took to the grocery store, and she was she likes to go late at night, so we were out late at night, and there was a storm coming, and I told her, I said, I don't want to be in there long, but so I didn't go in. I just sat in the car, and I came. So the storm came, and I'm just watching it. I'm just sitting there watching it, and all of a sudden, bam! I hear this bam hit my car, and it was a cart that had moved into the came out of nowhere and hit my car. And so I tried to open the door, and I couldn't even open the door. So I let down the window, and then I just pushed the cart over on its side. And why am I telling you that story? I'm telling you that story because things happen in the natural. Things happen in the spiritual first, my experience, and then they will manifest in the natural. Things will happen in the spiritual and then manifest in the natural. So I was like thinking about that. And I was just thinking like, okay, so this morning I was thinking a crash. Okay, so something crashed into my car. Well, my car is to move me places, is to transport me from place A to place B, point A to point B. And so if my car is, let's say it was inoperable, if it was a crash and it was inoperable, then I wouldn't be able to go where I need to go. So then I'm like looking at it as, okay, the enemy or sin in my life seeks to stop me from getting to that next place. Delay, let's say. So I'm just sitting with that, and just thinking about that and what that means. So something crashed my car. My car is to take me someplace. And so what do I do with that? I pray. Tiffany does a fast every first of the month, the first 3 days. We fast from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., water only. After that, it's fruits and vegetables, raw fruits and vegetables only. And I've been doing it since over a year now, actually, since last March of 2023 is when I started. So here's another thing. So I had a dream, I think it was 2 nights ago. And it was a dream about a parasite in my body. Well, so I'm like, that's a really strange dream. So again, sin, what's trying to attack my body. So what I felt led to do was take some apple cider vinegar. So I had a big spoon of it. I mean, one of those like serving spoons of apple cider vinegar. And I took that and I was like, oof. So I did. Well, yesterday was so busy, and yesterday was the anniversary of my mom's, her birthday actually, and I went to the cemetery and took some flowers, and I had a couple clients scheduled, and then I had some work to do at her home, and so it was just a really busy day. So I really didn't have time to really eat, and certainly not healthy initially. I had some macaroni and cheese, and just worked until like probably 9:30 last night before I got something to eat. And then I went to Chipotle and I ate a bowl. And do you know? And then another client called. And so she was stressing and needed a session. So I was like, okay. So I'm like talking to her. And do you know I got sick? I got sick. My stomach was cramping so much. I'm like, I was praying, Jesus, 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 Jesus. My stomach was like torn apart. That's what it felt like. It was just like, oh my gosh. So I got off the phone with the client, said, I gotta go, my stomach is hurting. And my body got rid of it. So why am I telling you all of this? Is that God will let us know when things are happening before they happen. I would really encourage you to watch that video. It is so good. It's called Prepare for War by Tiffany Montgomery. And if you want the full message but without the Covered by God service, then watch it through Gospel House Media. And then it's an hour and 45 minutes. So I would encourage you to do that. But God is speaking. And I wanted to share that with you. The temptation for me today was like, okay, I have a limited amount of time this morning before session. And I'm like, oh, I need to go get my nails done. And then it was like, no, I need to tell you about the cart hitting my car. So it has damage. And I'm going to go get an estimate on it and get it repaired because I don't like a damaged car. And it's a shame. Yeah. I was going to say something else, but you know what? Some things you just keep your mouth off of because God is at work. Be encouraged today. Look at the signs. Watch the signs. Watch the signs because God is speaking when we stop and we listen. As my mom would say to me as I would drive to work, have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. I miss her saying those words. I took them for granted when she said them, and I miss that now.